season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he got the ball.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
When you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's going to run it all the way back.
Talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
To the air, it's Morton. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Red Raiders have this offense rolling. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Throws to the wideout. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Red Raiders!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Whitbacks here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Barney. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Finds a man on the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Guard in the backfield, it's Douglas. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
To the air, it's Morton. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and goal. Defense showing blitz here. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put together an 81-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The handoff to Johnson. Ball is out behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Hudson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, and they lost yardage. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And the Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That is how you start a drive. Beat the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's caught. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He throws into the middle of the field. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Raiola. On the run, fires downfield. He's open on the right. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nebraska.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UAB is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 14 to Troy. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about breaks into the open. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. The tag. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Husker. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Looking downfield, it's Morton. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. These guys got their nose bloodied in the Big 12 last year. They took it personally through the offseason and eager to atone this year.
Hey, guys this year are just going to have to step up and make more plays as well.
He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put it.
Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted to stop the threat. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
He breaks a tackle. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. They've got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Unloads to the right. Complete on the comeback. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Looking for a man, it's Morton. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Joyner. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Going right to work up top. Quarterback adapting. Running into the open space. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking deep. Complete to the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned away.
Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Running back searching for a hole. Fights off a defender. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Bringing the heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. They're trailing by 10 to Rutgers. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. To the air on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Under fire. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football. Good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football. Finishing the run, he gets knocked out of bounds. But how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
Looking to get it in. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Morton. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. From the gun, running back gets to give. Hard running there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Got a man, it's Johnson. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And the Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Might be changing the route. They'll send the back in motion. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Complete to the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
The Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Huskers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Morton. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. On the move at the 30. He's loose. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time, because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. More to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Nebraska offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. It's completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
On the move, he fires. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Got out of trouble and throws. This time it's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got it behind the line. It's Hunter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Another incompletion on third down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll throw it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Handoff from the gun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Going to swing it on second down. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The offense changing the play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Virgil. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Caught near the sideline, it's Douglas. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Going for 6. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up third down.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. It's third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Fired in from the red zone for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
56, Nebraska, 35.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Man, when you go over the middle, you got to be willing to take the punishment. You're going to get hit a lot of times anyways, so you might as well catch the football. But his arm's starting to look a little bit like Reese Davis when the check comes at dinner.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Makes the grab. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Still plenty of time left to break the scoreboard wide open as we get things underway here in the 4th. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Ncaa. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. And the Huskers are flying down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Buys a little time. Slings it downfield. Got his man all by himself. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads up. The defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Carter. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Virgil. Turning it on. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Red Raiders just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give on the inside. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Nebraska! The defense putting points on the board.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to New Mexico State. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. And the Red Raiders come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Caught in the backfield, it's Virgil. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He'll try to take it back. Continues to fight for yards.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell. A good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
To throw, it's Raiola. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And back to the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Clark. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Cornhuskers in the hurry-up. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touchback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Gonna run it. It's Winston. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. They'll immediately call timeout. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw. It's Morton. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Caught in the backfield, it's Virgil. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is just getting gross. I mean, he's close to 500 yards now just dissecting this defense. They have had no answer for that powerful arm.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry up. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Huskers in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Raiola. He's taking the deep shot. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Gonna run it. It's Winston. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys? play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. On first down, here comes this offense. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing